People do this for songs, but I haven't seen many people do it for entire eras, and I believe that an era as a whole can play a role in why a piece of music ages badly. Here are the K-pop eras that aged badly. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1. First, let's talk about erosizing. I believe Blackpink kills age as well as love. The main issue with the song is that it has yet to be released. The reason I believe it aged so poorly is that it was a hasty comeback to me. I also believe it was because it had to live up to the hype, which was Blackpink's biggest success at the time. Even still, being rushed and published after their prior successful song isn't the only reason I think poorly of them. What was going on around Blackpink at the time, I believe, is what finally caused the song to fall flat. You may recall that this was their first comeback following the Jennie is a Lazy scandal, in which she and the other members of Blackpink were exposed to a barrage of abuse on top of the YG entertainment drama. They were willing to risk a scandal because they had lost a lot of money as a result of the Burning Sun incident. It was all a jumbled mess. People also pondered about why Kill these love-steamed garages. Many people believe that Kill This Left was pushed up since it appeared to be a summer comeback. I'm at a loss for what to do because this sounds more like a summer track than a spring release. Number 2. Following that, we have Fancy by Twice. There's a reason this community made the list. I love Fancy, and the song is still one of my favorites to this day. However, I believe this is one of Twice's weaker times, and I believe the main reason is that they were paired against BTS. For Song of the Year in 2019, not only during the promotional season but also throughout the rest of the year and even into 2020. Many people are commenting on the fact that Twice were one of the few groups who did not reschedule or postpone comebacks due to BTS. However, having overlapping promotional times was difficult for them. BTS is in a league of its own, with no one even coming close to competing with them. Thrice received only 3 wins in this region, which is the least quantity of ones since the Cheering Up era with Love dropped. There was no competition for Song of the Year, but many people didn't realize that there was so much battling about Fancy versus Boy throughout 2019. When I think back on the times, I remember how I couldn't enjoy it as both an army officer and a civilian because of all the fighting. Number 3. Everglow's Dun Dun is up next. At the time, I was ecstatic about it, and Dun Dun was the song I listened to the most. However, the serotonin from the exhilaration of Everglow's return eventually wore off. I realized this was their weakest period. I'm not sure what it was about it that didn't click with me, but I had the impression that something was wrong the entire time. For whatever reason, the premise felt off, and it wasn't significantly different from the audio Circle Up. But something didn't feel right. It felt aimless, like having a lady crush with no goal or passion behind it. Something about this age just feels off, and that's something that's been forgotten about the Dun Dun era. Even though only 4 have returned thus far, in comparison to anything else they've produced, it's simply a memory to me. Number 4. Following that is a CLC Helicopter. It feels aimless, which is unusual for a CLC group. CLC is a female crush band, which they excel at. However, this comeback felt true girl crush, which I find strange given they've never been poor at it before. It appears that too much has been done in a desperate bid to attract international attention. I didn't enjoy how the backup dancers tried to smother us with girl crush throughout the entire comeback. I enjoy CLC's other girl crush albums, but I got the impression that this was CLC's first foray into the genre. In comparison to CLC's previous releases, something about their comeback felt off. Number 5. Life Goes On by BTS is the last song on this list. I don't mind if life goes on like a song. I like it and the message conveys. My issue is that it has almost nothing to do with BTS and everything to do with how high they have set themselves up for failure with this release. Life Goes On was released at an inappropriate time. It had only been 3 months since the Dynamite song, and people were still adjusting to life after Dynamite. While we were all making jokes about BTS solely competing against themselves, it was a poor decision to release Life Goes On so soon after Dynamite. We couldn't even get them a flawless all-kill from that era, which BTS has had in the bag with each release for quite some time. People were still glowing across the city with a little function after the release of Dynamite was a poor decision. As a result, They were not prepared to slow down as time passed. Life Goes On might have gotten a better reception if it had been released a few months later. However, they did not, and it was not as well received as it may have been. So guys, that was it for this video. What did you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching.